Hi, I'm Chris. Today we're going to write together, but before we start, I just want to take 3 deep breaths. Just let go of any stresses going on today, relax our minds, that kind of thing. Cool. Alright, so if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and we're going to breathe in and out. And in and out, and in and out. Great stuff. Open your eyes. Cool. Okay, so today's prompt is heroes. I'm excited for this. Again, I think there's loads of ways you can take it. You might want to write about a hero of yours who gives you inspiration, who, encourages you to be more you, I think is a good way to look at a hero. Maybe you want to write about how you're the hero of your own story. I think that's a really cool narrative. I think it's a narrative we should always consider a little bit, especially if we're feeling a bit down about ourselves. You're the hero of your story. You're the protagonist. That's cool. Or, I don't know, maybe you want to write about this David Bowie song Heroes. I don't know. Take it any way you want. I think this will be exciting. I think it'll be a good one. As always, if you want to write a poem, perfect. By now you know that I love poems. If you want to write a short story, amazing. A journal entry, cool beans. Said cool beans, not sure if I should have. If you just want to scribble some words down on the paper, and or if you just want to listen along, whatever you want. These workshops are anything you want them to be, really. Cool. Okay, cool. Not anything. So we're going to write for 7 minutes. So if you grab your pad and paper or open your Word document or your notes app on your phone, whatever you feel comfortable writing with. And we're going to start writing now. about halfway through. About 1 minute left. Cool. I'm getting bad at catching that. I used to catch it all the time. Cool. Great stuff. Well done for writing. Awesome. I hope that was good. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths. Sometimes things come up that we don't want to carry around with us the rest of the day. I think something like that came up for me today, sort of thing. So it's always good for us to take 3 deep breaths and just center ourselves again. So if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And we're going to breathe in and out. And in and out. And in and out. Great stuff. Cool. Open your eyes. Cool. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope that was okay for you. Heroes can be a bit tricky sometimes as a subject, I think, you know? Sometimes, especially if they're not with us anymore, you know, it can be a difficult subject. So I hope you're feeling okay. Again, as I say quite often in these, make sure more than anything, it's more important than writing, it's more important than making a poem or any of this stuff. Just make sure that you're doing okay. Writing's really powerful to express ourselves, but only if we're feeling in control of how we're expressing ourselves. You know what I mean? That kind of thing? Okay, cool. I'd love to read what you wrote. Drop a couple of lines in the comments below if you fancy. I'd love to read some. The whole thing if you're feeling it. I really enjoyed that. I'll share back for you what I wrote today. I wrote 2 small ones. Sometimes that's okay too. Sometimes you get to about the 3.5 minute mark and you're like, I'm done with that one. I want to move on to something else. So yeah, so the first one, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the gentle smile of someone who seemed genuinely happy to see you. Or, let's admit it, that totally rad hairdo. Or the way he said, happy little tree, in a way that felt like nothing in the world could be more true. I don't know what it was. But whenever I'm in doubt or feeling doom, I still think to myself, what would Bob Ross do? Cool. As you can tell by the fact I never shut up about him, one of my massive heroes is Bob Ross. It's kind of one of the massive inspirations of doing this in the first place. I love what he did with painting and I want to do something similar with writing. It's really cool. I'm not at that level. I don't know if I ever will be, but I really like his vibe and I hope. Yeah, anyway. Anyway. The second one's a bit sadder. Yeah, I think just around the story, I guess, or whatever sort of thing. But I'll share it with you. It's about someone who's passed away as well. So just a bit of a heads up or whatever. I don't want to ever bring you into writing that, I think it's going to upset you sort of thing. But I think it's also important to remember what people did for you while they were here. So anyway, chat. Right. He was the first person to make me feel cool wearing my glasses. He was the first person whose voice resonated with exactly the hurt I felt. He was the first person I saw who shared himself completely. In his songs, in his heart, in his art. He was the last person I heard before sitting down with you today. And I miss you, Chester. And I just wanted to say thank you. Cool. So if it doesn't ring any bells, a massive, when I was growing up all those years ago, when I was young, I'm not that old, Linkin Park was a massive deal for me, and I don't know, it's strange, I always loved Chester, I always loved the way he sings, I love Mike Shinoda, I love the whole band, but there was something just really cool about seeing someone, a rock star wearing glasses, that kind of made you feel less like a geek at school. I don't know, it's small, but people impact each other's lives in these ways, I think. Anyway, right, before we get too morose or too whatever, I think it is important to remember people help us, even if we don't realise it at the time, or we don't know, I don't know what I'm saying, give me a sec, I'll work it out. I'm just thinking what I'm saying is that human connection is really important, and we're all heroes to each other in some ways, I would hope. We can all learn things from each other, that kind of thing. Cool. Alright, well that's it. That's everything today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you want to share any lines, I'd love to read some. Don't worry if you don't fancy it, there's no pressure. And as always, I just want to remind you, just in case no one's reminded you recently, that you are enough. Alright, cool. Have a great day.